Here are 5 things you must know before starting taking Dutasteride or Finasteride for hair loss. Hi there my hairy friends, this is Dutasteride, the hair loss dude, the founder of Follicle Booster and creator of Folixil. I want to start this video by explaining you in a nutshell how hair loss in men, androgenic alopecia, aka male pattern baldness, works. So we have higher percentage of testosterone. A lot of this testosterone roams freely into our blood flow called free testosterone. This free testosterone gets converted to dihydrotestosterone DHT with the help of the 5-alpha reductase receptor. The age this conversion starts, it depends on your genetics. However, this DHT is going to get sedimented beneath your scalp and it's going to bind to the androgenic receptor, and that's going to suffocate the hair follicle, and by extension the hair follicle is going to stop the blood nourishment to the hair bulge area, and like that your hair miniaturization is going to start, and in time your hair shaft is going to become smaller and smaller until the hair follicle eventually dies and remains without any stem cells in it. Perfect. Now, so you understand that DHT is the main cause of hair loss, androgenic alopecia. Now, if you solve this DHT problem, if you reduce the DHT sediments at your scalp level, you basically solved your hair loss problem. Finasteride, it has been initially developed and created in order to treat benign prostate, to reduce frequency of urination and cancer risk. Later on, it has been found that it reduces DHT on the entire body, and it has been repurposed into a hair loss medication. The only problem with finasteride is that it reduces the DHT levels on your entire body. It reduces them by inhibiting the 5-alpha reductase receptor, and by extension is going to reduce this dihydrotestosterone beneath your scalp, and it's going to solve the problem with hair loss. Finasteride, depending on the dosing that you're taking, can reduce anywhere between 50 to 75% of the DHT on your entire body. Now, I want you to see Dutasteride as Finasteride's stronger brother that can reduce the DHT levels on the entire body by over 95%. The difference between the two is that Dutasteride targets the type 1 and type 2 alpha reductase, and while Finasteride only targets the type 2. At the same time, the dosages can vary from 0.1 milligrams to up to 5, and you can take it orally or you can apply it topically over your scalp. Keep in mind that the vast majority of studies out there only target the oral versions and not the topical versions. So now that you've learned that these two medications reduce the DHT levels on your entire body, you can expect that if you reduce some kind of hormone over your entire body in high percentages, some possible side effects might occur. From these two, it doesn't mean that you will for sure have these side effects, but a lot of customers have them, and you can read over Google or forums or YouTube. And at the same time, those can relate to sexual dysfunctions, erectile dysfunction, reduced sperm count, testicle pain, and a lot of possible hormonal imbalances that can even cause, in some rare cases, depression. Before I start with the advices, I must let you know that I don't want to fearmonger you. I want to prepare you and make you understand that these two medications have the highest risk profile from all the hair loss ingredients out there. And at the same time, if you decide to take them, please go and see a doctor in order to discuss with him. And at the same time, please kindly make sure you're not suffering from the possible side effects already, because most likely they will make it even worse. Tip number 1. These two medications have the highest risk profile from all of them, and it must be treated as such. Don't use them or don't take them before you try to take minoxidil, derma rolling, scalp massages, and a lot of other different medications. At the same time, as I've mentioned, if you want or decide to go with it, please kindly go and see a doctor that has a lot of experience and he knows what he's talking about when it comes to these two medications. Number 2, because these two medications reduce DHT over your entire body, it's true that dihydrotestosterone is not that beneficial over age of 20. However, if you reduce it in such a high percentage, some side effects might occur. Let me give you my personal example. When I started to lose my hair, I went to a doctor in order to ask him about finasteride and dutasteride. And because I have a precondition over my left testicle, or varicocele it's called, he told me not to take it because that can negatively impact that precondition, and he advised me to try different other methods that are not going to negatively impact my DHT by reducing using it. A very interesting study about finasteride microdosing came to light, which brought a lot of hope to the hair loss community. I would love to reduce the DHT sediments over my entire scalp, but not over my entire body, and I know for a fact that there are many people out there that will wish the same. I want to let you know that over 80% of the DHT sediments beneath your scalp are being produced at the scalp level, so it will make sense for you not to want to reduce it over your entire body, only at the scalp level. The scientists did a study where they added very small percentages of finasteride into a topical lotion in order to apply it over the scalp, so by extension it's not going to go systemic over the entire body. Finasteride is going to stay at the scalp level and reduce the DHT sediments. At this point we don't have way too many information about that, but it's a very interesting and promising study. The problem with finasteride is that whenever you touch it or apply it anywhere over your body, it goes systemic into your entire body. That's why it's coated with the blue coating around it, so pregnant women won't touch it because they can lose the pregnancy and they can cause a lot of complication to the fetus. For this specific reason, whenever you apply finasteride on your hand or your scalp, it's going to go systemic. That's the reason why they started to test with the microdosing. Number 4, Dutasteride cannot be taken topically or lotion because the skin absorption is very bad, and the only way you can take that medication is through oral form. And number 5, which I believe is the most important one, and I tell this to all of our customers, if you guys decide to take these two medications, please kindly go and make the free testosterone, total testosterone, SHBG analysis, and go and see a doctor that is well aware of these two medications and can advise you with the dosages in order for you not to take too much in order to run into the complications. Thank you so much for watching our video, my hairy friend. I hope you find it useful. Please like it in order to help us with the algorithm. Comment down below any questions you might have, we will reply to all of them. And please check these two videos as well in order to see more hair loss content, and subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for future hair loss and beard growth videos. Bye bye.